Welcome to Living Magically for the week of 12/9, and it is also the 12/12 portal, and we're really opening that energy up at this point. And forgive me because I am going live on a magical Tuesday instead of a magical Monday, but yesterday was just such a big, powerful day, and I really never had a chance to stop and do a video. But thank you to everybody who came to our live soul circle. We did cacao and heart opening exercises. And if you're listening to this and you want to tap in to the heart opening exercise, one of the things that really came through in the heart opening was to use your breath to exhale what it feels like is holding your breath. So the heart is surrounded by the lungs, and there's a lot of collective grief going on right now. And the 12/12 portal that goes all the way to the 12/21 portal with the winter solstice is what I'm calling the final shedding of 2025. Now, we'll be in the year of the snake all the way into February. But there's this really magical opportunity in this 9-year and the year of the snake, a yin year. And what yin means is a feminine, more receptive, more relaxed, more pausing kind of year, before we get into a very active year of the year of the fire horse. What are you shedding? Like, what identity are you letting go of right now? And this 12/12 energy that is coming up for me is, how are we coming into this balance? How are we allowing ourselves to be transformed? What is the old version of us? And we do this constantly anyway. But for example, if you're wanting a new job, or you're wanting a new title, or you're wanting more clients, or you're wanting to be married or in a partnership or romantic relationship, the energy is to really allow yourself to take a deep breath in, and in that inhale and hold place, see yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually as the version of you that you're becoming, the part of you that is expanding. See that expansion. And if there is a soul level desire for something, the way for it is obvious, but not very obvious. Like, when I say obvious, it means that you must take the stillness to see the way. If you get caught up in the how, then you start thinking it's never going to happen. But when you embody the version of you, you dress like that version, you act as that version, you assume the role of a person, then it is inevitable and you become that person. So in this, what is the inevitable that is happening for you? And we're going into a time where we're igniting the desire. We're actually needing this time to feel the desire, to allow the desire to come through in our hearts, our minds, and our soul. And in that pregnant pause, it takes form. And so this portal that starts now, even though it's the 9th, or maybe whatever day you're listening to it, that window has now opened. And it's that timing between where you're becoming. It's the timing where it is already set in motion. The horse takes a big speed. It's ignited. And so that's why I've named my next little coaching program for this liminal in between, Ignite Your Desire, which is being prepared for the year of the horse. So I have room for 3 people to go through this time, this 12-week period of time, with one-on-one coaching, with the support. So if you've been feeling that this is your moment to step into embodiment, the invitation I have for you is to send me a message. This is the time. Now is the time. If you've been feeling this shedding and the momentum and the readiness to get to your desire, but you don't necessarily know the how, the what, the when, then please join me for join me for this time frame. And if you're at home playing along and you want to do this on your own, the invitation is to shed. The invitation is, maybe it's a bag of clothes. It's a very literal time for letting go of clothing. The end of this year with the year of the snake and into the 1st of January all the way to mid-February. How can you literally shed an old identity? Do your clothes represent the person you're becoming? Not the person you've been, but the person you're becoming. Do they fit right? Do they represent your appearance? Do you love them? Do they represent coziness or represent your power? You know, there's really something about dressing for the person you wish to become or the job that you wish to have. So it's an interesting dynamic, but right now there is an invitation in this year of the snake, this end time, to shed your clothing. I left 25 pounds of clothes in Egypt because they no longer fit me. And even now, every item that I'm choosing very deliberately. The jewelry, the clothing, what is going to support me. There's also an energy of pregnant pause because we're about to do some timeline jumping. And if you are local, I'm going to be doing that as a local workshop at Soul Circle on Monday night next week at the Urban Ashram. So the 15th, we'll be doing some timeline work and timeline jumping. And on the 16th, we'll be doing an oil temple at Center Street. So if you're in person in Orlando, there's a lot of opportunity to do this work together because I'm really committed to the community work. The Urban Ashram has always suggested donations on Monday night with Soul Circle. Tuesday night, we've just lowered the price because I've heard a lot of people talking about the economy and how their finances are struggling. So we've done something to try and take away the sting of doing the work. So we've lowered the price of the oil temple. There's a $15 off coupon. We've lowered the price of our winter solstice event. We've lowered it down to $88 from $222. So at this point, if you're ever looking to work with me and there's something that you're wanting to do, reach out to me. Don't let finances be the reason why you're not doing the work. So if you need something, please reach out to me. I am very budget conscious. I'm also very expansive and I want to hold the vision. This is not about scarcity or lack. This is about gratitude and expansion. I am here as a love leader and I want you to expand. So wherever you are, the idea of the shedding of the snake is to let go of the old identity. It's to let go of the anger, the bitterness, the resentment of the past. It's letting go of the old identity, the old limitations, the old story. So one of the questions that I've been asking my coaching clients is, what is the actual problem? So we have the I can't, I don't, it's not here yet. And one of the ways to embrace this is to ask, what is the full-on problem? So I want more money. It doesn't mean that you can't get more money, but there is a belief there on how you're going to get more money. And sometimes there is an identity of scarcity that needs to be released. And are you ready to release the victim? Are you really ready to release the letting go and actually fully step forward? I was just working with, actually, I've probably done this with 3 people in the last 3 days. It's now time, as we enter into this portal, to step into the old identity, into the new identity. We are actually starting to embody and get whole. I asked today, did you feel whole? And the answer was yes. The work that they've been doing for the last 9 months with me has come to that place of moving past the expectation, moving past the surrender, moving past the pregnancy to fully embodying the wholeness. So are you ready to fully embody the wholeness? Are you ready to step through the gate and the threshold? The 1212 is a gate. The 1221 is a gate. It's a threshold. It's the return of the light. And you are a radiant being of light. And I want you to remember that. The invitation is to remember the reason, the soul level desire for your why. What is your why? So for me, being a love leader, the why is that I know and I remember that my mission here is to support the community. My why for Soul Circles and the in-person events this year, after being online for so many years only, is to reestablish and build community in Orlando. My why for staying online is the ability to create freedom, time freedom, location freedom, emotional and financial freedom for the people that I work with online. So what is your why? Get clear on your why as you start releasing everything that doesn't align with that. Get clear on your identity, that is who you're becoming, and release all objects, all clutter, emotional, physical, mental, spiritual clutter, brain, emotion, physical clutter that isn't that identity, that isn't going to support you moving forward, that isn't the frequency of your becoming. Now, this is super important. The anchoring of the version of you continues your expectation without always knowing the how, without always knowing the way. The anchoring of your why, the anchoring of your trust, the anchoring of your surrender to let go and hold the vision as you step through. I mean, it cannot be comfortable for a snake to shed the skin to expand. It grows new skin. It's letting go of its entire outer cells of its body. Wow, it's a lot, right? It's in technicality about 10% of the body weight of a snake when it sheds. So what is that 10% of the old you that isn't coming forward? I love that, Erin. Yes, the how isn't your job. The desire, the soul level desire which is somewhere burning inside of you, once it is ignited, is the job. The job here is to get really in touch in this stillness. December is always a still point. From now until that 21st of February, we're going to be at the darkest point of the year for, those who live in America and the Northern Hemisphere. And if that is your case, this still point, this quiet, is to quiet your mind, to quiet your heart, to connect to the love, to connect to your why, to connect to your soul level desire. When you have a soul level desire and you make a decision, the magician's tool is choice. So the decision starts the alchemical process. The decision, so whether you decide, I am choosing to be wealthy or get rich, I am choosing to have everything go right for me, I am choosing to be in the frequency of everything is always working out for me, I am choosing for this to be my year of wealth, health, and happiness, I am choosing to find my soulmate, I am choosing to find my new home, or I'm choosing to clear the one I have and make it more beautiful. Whatever you're choosing to be more aligned with, choose this identity in these liminal in between, in this dark still point space, and start releasing everything that's not that, and start being the one. You are the one, right? The power of now is that you already are everything you want for the future. Be that vibration. Connect to that vibration. And if you don't know 100%, just let go of what you don't want to be. So if you don't know what you're wanting yet, I guarantee you know what you don't want. So start with discarding that. It is a perfect time for eliminating things that are lowering your frequency, that are no longer aligned to your future. So does this belong to my future? Does this belong to the person I'm becoming? Do I remember this from my future? The ancient future is one that is a remembering, because time and space, it isn't linear. So there's a version of you out there already that's actually spirit guiding you to the place where you wish to go. It is your guide. Be so connected to that version. And let go of the how. And connect to your why. Connect to your desire. Connect to your soul level version. And next year is a 1 year. Next year is going to be the year of the fire horse. There's going to be a lot of momentum. So take this still point, this 12/12 to 12/21, and breathe through these days. Take the time to relax, ease into it, connect to it. And even one of my days is to take one whole day to myself and really sit and meditate and vision and journey. Journal, make a vision board, get connected to who you are becoming, who you're remembering from the future, so that you know the GPS direction. So you have that in mind. So that's the energy this week. We're still in the disseminating moon. So the moon peaked out. It was full last week. It isn't new until the 19th. So we've got that dark moon at the dark time of the year. So it's still, and it's okay to use this time to just be. And yes, I know it's exactly opposite the doing of the season, the Christmas and the Yule and the Hanukkah and the doing of this season, shopping and all the activities. So remember in that to take a moment for yourself. Take that pause, breathe into it, be one with it, and remember to live magically. I love you.